Luminous, STEM beyond the globe.
Hello everyone, I'm 𝕝𝕝 and welcome back to the Luminous Echo podcast series by IEEE Women in Engineering Affinity Group of Sri Lanka Technological Campus. This podcast series is to encourage and inspire female undergraduates all over the country and will be conducted under these 5 categories, which are women in engineering, women in IT, women in technology, women in science, and women in entrepreneurship. So today we are having a special guest with us to discuss about women in science category. Meet the dynamic personality Dr. Kalpani Ishara Duwalage. Today you are listening to Luminous Echo podcast series where we discuss about women in STEM. Hello ma'am. It is an honor to have you with us today in this podcast. Our listeners would probably prefer hearing a small introduction about yourself from you rather than from me. So, ma'am, please tell us a brief introduction on yourself, family background, as well as your educational background.
Okay, first of all, thank you for inviting me. I am Kalpani Ishara Duwalage. You can call me Ishara. I currently work as a postdoctoral fellow in Australia related to livestock supply chain, and I completed my PhD also in Australia, which was in health industry. There I was able to provide important insights into some of the burning issues in Australian emergency departments. I received my doctorate a few months ago. If I talk about my family, my father had his own business, but he doesn't have it now. My mother is a housewife, and my sister, she is about to graduate from the physical science stream from Kalpani University, and my brother, he is also studying. This is a brief introduction of myself and my family.
Madam, it was a great introduction about yourself. So, there is a turning point that changes the lives of most people. What are your turning points that made an impact on your life?
Well, I have a few. I will tell you the 2 most important milestones in my life. I'm from a small village in Kalutara. I went to my village school until grade 5. Then I got the opportunity to attend Kalutara Balika National School with the highest marks on the grade 5 scholarship exam. That's where I learned a lot from my school. Therefore, I would like to call it as the first turning point in my life. Then I got the university entrance on the first attempt with a district rank of 100. I did maths in A-level. But, my teachers forced me to do the exam second time because I was so close to getting an engineering degree. Therefore, because they forced me, I went to the revision class, and at the very first minute, I got frustrated. I didn't even want to continue the class. So I was looking for some advice with what can I do with my current results. So there was one of my teachers, Sakuntala teacher. I would like to remind her here. I met her and asked her what I can do with my current result. So she said, there are plenty of opportunities and you don't need to have an engineering degree to get a good career. So if opportunities are waiting for me, I waste 1 year of my life. So I decided to accept the current offer and I started my undergraduate degree at University of Perth. In the university, I was able to achieve many things, but I didn't have any intention to do a PhD or higher studies, nothing. But there was one professor, Sarath Simbala sir. Unfortunately, sir has passed away now. And that's how I came this far and achieved this many things. So this is the biggest turning point in my life. So I call those 2 things as 2 major milestones in my life.
The journey of your life where you reached the level of success. The obstacles you've gone through and how you deal with them to overcome them.
Okay. I have already mentioned some of the important bits of my life journey, but here comes the interesting part, the obstacles I've gone through. I would love to share those with you all because I hope it will be an encouragement for someone else. Okay, where should I start? Okay, I mentioned that I'm from a small village, not many facilities. For example, we have one bus per hour. We have to wait another hour if we miss the bus. So you can imagine the rest of the situation. However, I had a good life. I had everything as a child. But when I turned 17, everything changed in my life. So the things I am saying now, I first time share this with someone else except my family and husband. So my parents collapsed financially, physically, and also mentally. My sister and brother was so young at that time, and I had to take a huge responsibility for the family from that point onwards. I had to experience things that I never thought of. My parents suddenly get sick sometimes. Doctors can't find a reason. I took them into different places to find out what is happening with them. Whenever I get a study leave, one of my parents is in the hospital, so I had to look after them, cook for the family separately. And some days I got very little time to study, but I never skipped my studies. On top of all, my parents were so broken mentally because with these unexpected things, they had to use their savings to run the family. They had to sell some of their valuable belongings. And, they didn't have much savings actually, because what they earned was good people, not money. They are so generous for everyone, helped the whole village when they are financially strong. And yes, those days were so hard for us. There were days that I was awake all night and constantly thinking how I bring my parents back into their normal lives. But I was so calm. I didn't share any of these things with my friends. It's not because I don't trust them. It's because everyone has their own issues, and life always doesn't treat you in the same manner. So no one knows until now. If they listen, they will know that I was going through these issues. I had made up my mind to face everything, and I knew that these things will end someday. And I always trusted myself and did everything in every possible way to overcome these issues. And within 4 to 5 years, I was able to solve many of those. Once I got the opportunity to work as a temporary lecturer at the University of 𝕚𝕚𝕚. So yes, with all of these things, I worked for my dreams, and I didn't stop anything.
It was a great story, ma'am. Then, what are your greatest strengths?
Greatest strengths, confidence and positive thoughts. I would say for me, anything is possible with hard work and courage. That's what I believe. I see the positives in every negative thing and take the positives in and leave the rest aside. Yes.
Ma'am, accomplishments in your life which made you proud?
Well, I already shared the family issues I had. With all of these, I was able to graduate from the university with an award for best academic performance. I had GPA 4 out of 4 in the first year. Then at the end of the final year, it was 3.98, and I got prizes and award for the best academic results. Based on those undergraduate achievements, I got 2 scholarships from Australia. At the age of 29, which means few months ago, I got my doctorate and a postdoctorate fellowship with a B grade salary. And I got 2 job opportunities from leading Australian companies even before I finished my PhD. And so far, I received the chance to work in different disciplines. I started with maths. My PhD was in public health and statistics, and my postdoc is in the agricultural sector. And currently, I am further contributing to the health industry through a different project in addition to my postdoc. Also, I recently started a charity fund with the help of a set of good friends here. We are helping poor people in Sri Lanka every 2 months. On top of all, I'm having a good life here, helping each other on my way. You know, there were days that I couldn't attend the tuition class because the bus didn't come and I had no money to pay for a week. But now I have a vehicle worth over 15 million. So when I look back, all of these little things are big achievements in my life because I work to earn them. Yeah.
Really proud of you, ma'am. A major problem for women is work-life balance. How did you balance your work and personal life while reaching this amount of success?
One thing I always believe is we study or work to live, but we don't live to study or work. If you can distinguish the difference between these two, anyone can balance their life. I work normally 8 hours per day. For the last 9 years, I think, I never worked or studied on a single weekend or a public holiday. To be honest, I can't work like that and I don't want to. But when I work, that is my priority and I don't let anything to disrupt that. I pay full attention to work. But after that, I have so many things to do. Apart from work, I normally do cooking, traveling, doing fashion. I read others' life stories, learn new skills, watch movies, and so many extra things. I want to mention one particular thing here. I met my husband 11 years ago when I was at age 19. So I never made my relationship a barrier to my studies. I made my own set of rules and I never broke them. So he was there for me all the time in all ups and downs, being so supportive and giving me all the strength to move forward. So what I want to say to you is, as long as you have the confidence to get things right, go for it. You don't need to afraid anything. This is your life. If you are confident on doing something, you can do that with all the other works.
Have you drawn professional inspiration from other women? Who inspired you?
If I tell you the truth, no one inspired me. I don't have any specific role model in my life, but I always wanted to be a successful person and someone that can inspire others.
The takeaway message that you have to give the present generation as a successful woman in the science sector.
Okay. I'm always trying to be moderate in everything, not too low, not too high. Otherwise, you lose things. When you focus one thing extremely, you can't see other things happening around you. You have to prioritize the important things in your life, not just one particular target. Study and work are important, but to a certain limit. You should first love yourself, your happiness, your health, and the happiness of your beloved ones who are around you is very important. And always try to help others on your way. Allocate some time for them. It's not only you need to reach success, right? And remember, no one is perfect. We all do mistakes, but learn from them and don't let it happen again. When I look back, there are certain things that I want to go and change, but we can't. Sometimes certain things happen in life with lack of knowledge and experience, but all you need to do is learn from them and don't do the same mistake twice. Remember, we are the creators of our problems, and no one is responsible for what is happening in your lives. So you have to find paths to overcome them. So that's all I want to say.
Thank you, madam, for joining with us during your busy life, and we really appreciate your participation.
Thank you so much for having me, and I wish all the very best for all your works.